Welcome to the show. And first thing we need to address is the fix in? I'm a little bit worried about this game right now. This game, first of all, Rabiot is not going to play, and Up McConnell, which I don't think is a big loss. Rabiot is a massive loss. He's been massive in this tournament. I think he's earned himself a huge move because of this. But they got sick in the hotel. That penalty yesterday was atrocious. Changed the whole game. Once they go down 1-0, Croatia has to open up, and that's brutal. Are you a little worried about this game?
Oh, absolutely. And even if France gets by, I'm really worried about the finals. That's for sure. Especially since my guy, Zlatan, came out, who's not even in the World Cup playing for Sweden. And he came out and said, it's very obvious that this one's for Messi.
I'm just, but and then so Ronaldo tanked it because he's a jerk off. But why not Messi? Why not Portugal, Argentina? I just don't understand. I mean, I know this Argentina team is pretty good, but let me see if the lineups are out here. I know Konate is filling in here, and then you got Fofana here. Tuchmeni was a doubt. He's playing. And it really doesn't matter because you got these guys. Roman, Saiz, Aguerd. These guys weren't going to play, and there they are. They're playing. So pretty interesting that these guys play. They're 100. This guy went off on a stretcher. He's 100%, not 100% here. But I guess they taped them together. The line is weird. It keeps changing. It's minus 177 for France. Morocco's plus 600. This line is when you see minus. Let me just look at this line: minus 177, plus 285, plus 600. Okay, just think about that for a second. I'm gonna go find a Premier League game that's about minus 177. All right, Arsenal's minus 210, and they're only plus 540. This line is weird to me. I'll be able to find it. AC Milan minus 200, plus 525, minus 134, plus 350. Minus 180. Here's a perfect, almost a perfect example. There's two. Roma is minus 182. Bologna is plus 475. Juventus minus 162. Cremonese plus 470, 425. How is Morocco plus 600 in this game? There's a lot of weirdness surrounding this game.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you that it's really weird. You ask why not Portugal if they're going to try and do something like that. And someone I know actually thinks that, keeping Morocco in the tournament this deep is a way to keep that part of the world engaged in the competition because it's right in Qatar, obviously.
Yeah, I agree with it's interesting. Back in 2002, you had Korea get to the semifinal, and everybody was there. They were never going to win it, and there was dodginess there because that game against Italy was pretty dodgy. 20 Brazil got to the semifinals and they got beat 7-1, and I don't think that Brazil team was very good. Russia got to the quarterfinals. Obviously Qatar's not going to do anything, but yeah, Morocco's in it. If these two teams played 100 times, France would win probably 90 of them. and there'd probably be about 6 draws, and Morocco would probably win 4. And I don't even know if that's like. I mean, this France team is good. Mbappe should have a couple goals today. I just know what my eyes say. Yesterday's game was, when I went on Monday night and talked about it, I said, they asked about the under. I said, look, or the over. I said, look, the only way this is going to be an over is if Argentina scores like 2 or 3 goals. I said, Croatia, or if it's going to be Croatia going through or a draw, Croatia and draw, it's going to be like 0-0. And it's going to be penalties or something like this. If Argentina scores a couple goals, it's over. They're going to win. Like, I just picked the wrong side. I had it pegged, but I think this is going to be the same. I think it should be a blueprint of yesterday. I think if France scores in the first half, Morocco will get annihilated. It'll be 3-0 or 4-0. The longer the game goes scoreless, the longer I would start to get worried about my bet. I have France and Morocco. I have France and Argentina parlay for a decent amount. So, and I have France in the final, and I have Mbappe winning the Golden Boot. It would be nice if Mbappe scored. Here's the Golden Boot race right now. Messi has played a lot more minutes. Obviously, one more game. Mbappe he's played 5 games, but he only played about 15 minutes in the one. So Mbappe has 2 assists and 5 goals. Messi has 3 assists and 5 goals, but he's done it in a lot more minutes. So, if Mbappe plays 90 minutes today and scores a couple goals, I think that would just about probably wrap it up, because he, even if they finish tied on goals and assists, Mbappe has less minutes, so I think he would win the award.
Can I point out how many of those goals for Messi have been by penalty?
I think 4.
Yeah, 4. And how many of those Mbappe goals have been by penalty?
I don't think any.
Yeah, 0. So I think that speaks for itself. And Argentina, that's also something I've noticed. Have you not noticed Argentina is like the most they've been given the most penalties in the tournament so far?
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Throughout the group stage, throughout the knockouts now.
They've gotten 4 penalties.
And it's always their
Messi's
first goal.
Taken 4 and missed 1 against Poland, but they've gotten a penalty in every game except for Mexico and Australia. Both, the Australia game, they didn't even need it.
And it's always their first goal too. Notice that, like it's always in the first half around the same time that the one yesterday was given, and it puts them up 1-0, changes the entire game.
Argentina, this is the most penalties ever allowed. They're tied for it. If they get 1 more, it would break the record.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look, I got to see, who's going to be the referee for the final. Hopefully they give it to like the American guy or something like that, who doesn't give any penalties. I haven't seen. I don't know if they announced it. It's not going to be. Um, 12 officials are available. Let's see. It's not going to be the Qatar guy. It could be Ismail Al-Faif from U.S., who's gotten 3 games. Could be Cesar Ramos from Mexico.
This guy.
It can't be the Brazilian guy, 100%. Anthony Taylor. Could be Anthony Taylor from England.
Hey, let the Brazilian do it. Come on.
Man. Could be Anthony Taylor. That'd be interesting. I would guess it would be Anthony Taylor. Oh, maybe they give it to the Algerian guy, which would be dodgy because, as a French colony. It could be the Netherlands guy, Macaulay.
I think really the USA guy is probably the best, just because completely different continent, has nothing really to do with either country in that sense.
I would give it to him or Anthony Taylor, just because the English refs are, used to.
I don't know, man. France beat England out. You really want to give it to the English referee?
Well, Anthony Taylor is a Manchester United fan, so he probably hates the England team anyway. So he's probably happy they're out. Manchester. Um, do you have Pick Advisor and BigAl.com? You have plays on this game?
Yeah.
Multiple?
Yeah.
Do you have any free plays?
No, I don't have any free plays, but we can still talk about the game.
Mbappe is plus 128 to score. Giroud is plus 205 to score.
Yeah, my Bet365 is offering a boost right now, and it's interesting. They offered a similar one yesterday. So yesterday they offered for plus 150, Argentina to qualify and Messi to take a shot, at least one shot. And that cashed, obviously. Now they have the same one. It's only right at even money, but it's France to qualify and Mbappe to take at least one shot. So
let's see what the terms are here. Max $10 bet.
Is that what it is? I
have Mbappe to score and France to win at plus 250. But I can only bet $10 on it.
Yeah, I mean, Mbappe to score doesn't look like a bad bet at all.
No. Kylian Mbappe 2+ shots on target. Halftime tie, full-time France, under 3.5 total goals, plus 550, which is interesting. France 5+ shots on target. Morocco 3+ shots on target. Over 1.5 goals. Over 8.5 total corners. There we go. I'm going with this. Kylian Mbappe to score 2 or more. Kylian Mbappe 5+ shots. And France to win or draw is plus 750. I think I'm going to go with that. Take a chance. Look, I'm going France. I just think they're a better team here. So, I don't know. It's conspiracy theory stuff. France played Argentina in the round of 16 last time as well in 2018 and beat them 4-3. So that would be interesting. If it's Argentina Morocco, I'm not even going to watch the final. I know who's going to win that game. It's going to be, they'll probably give out 5 red cards and after the game's over today to Morocco. Just let Argentina win 17-0. But it's down to minus 175. Morocco's still plus 600. The Asian handicap -1 is plus 100. So Morocco +1 is minus 120. Morocco plus a half a goal is plus 145. I just don't see it. Could be interesting. France -1. I just think if France scores in the first half, they'll win the game by more than 1 goal. It's all the first half. I mean, if it's 0-0 at halftime, it's going to get dodgy. If it's 1 or 2-0 France at halftime, I think it'll be exact game as yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much. I like. There's no other way this is going to go. It's either going to be the same blueprint as yesterday, or it's going to be 0-0. What the other outcome yesterday could have been.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't think there's too much in between for these games here. That's pretty interesting. Any other plays tonight? I know the Suns got beat last night. They're terrible. They might be just terrible. What did I have? What was the other game we talked about?
What, last night?
Yeah, it wasn't the Suns. I had somebody else.
What, the Bucks, I think, maybe? Yeah, the Warriors are trash on the road, man, and I think they got destroyed too.
Grant Wall died of an aortic aneurysm. His death was unrelated to COVID. His death was unrelated to the vaccine status. I don't feel it's weird that they feel the need to say that, but that makes me think it is related to that. But it is what it is. That's always, I never understand why they say that stuff. Yeah, Bucks, 128, 111. Suns they were just never in the game. Celtics, I think, were 3.5. They won by 4 in overtime, which is once again super dodgy. Any other plays here? Any college football plays coming up in the next college football bowls here on Friday and Saturday?
I haven't really looked at the bowl games yet. For NBA tonight, I mean, Golden State, man, they're favored by 1 point in Indiana. They're on a back-to-back. The Warriors have been very bad on the road. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's a little tricky there. Pacers, maybe the over is 238 there. No legs, might be interesting.
Yeah, this Trailblazers line, that was like 6.5 yesterday. Now it's 7.5. They're one of the best teams against the spread this year in the NBA.
The Spurs are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, the Spurs are like a mixed bag, man. Sometimes they come out and it's like, where did that come from? And then other times it's just that,
they've won 3 in a row. They were 6-18. Now they've won 3 in a row.
I know. Still 9-18, but
Golden State right now in the 10th spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, same with this. Like this Nuggets was 9.5 last night and earlier this morning. Now it's 10.5 Nuggets. I know they're at home in the altitude, but the Wizards have lost like 9 of their last 10. They're just trash. They can't do anything without Bradley Beal, and I think he's still out tonight.
Yeah, they're 11-17. Wow, lost 7 in a row. Wow. Yeah, so I mean, we'll probably come on Friday and maybe go through obviously we'll go through the final, the third place game, and some of these bowl games. The bowl games start Friday. There's 2, and then there's about, I think there's.
It's weird. It's like 2 or 3 a day, right? And then some days have 1, others have more. They try to like really spread them out over the next 2 days.
Saturday has 6.
Okay, kicking it off strong.
Yeah,
Saturday.
There's Friday. There's actually, it's interesting because the game Friday night, it's the first day of games. UTSA and Troy is the only game until December 29th that has 2 ranked teams. Both teams are ranked. One's 24, they're both 11 and true. They both won their leagues. They're both really good teams, and they put them against each other. And I'm just like, I don't understand why they
both conference champions too. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game, and it's early in the thing, but let them play like, I would have liked to have seen them play like a North Carolina or like a Syracuse or a UCLA or something like that, but I guess both teams, I guess it's a pretty big bowl. I don't know the one, and it's at 3:00 on Friday. So, we're kicking that off with games. So, so we'll come back on Friday and talk about it and talk about the final, obviously, and the third place game if anybody cares. Remember, the third place game is usually an over because the teams this year could be different because I would be interested.
It's Morocco-Croatia.
Morocco-Croatia could be, but the other thing is too, like if I'm Luka Modric, I'm not like, why would I play in that game?
Exactly.
Like third place gets a medal, but like why would I? Real Madrid's playing like in on the 28th or something like that. Like I'm out. We're out of it. We can't win it. Let the other people play. So that's how it is. But all right, so that's basically it today. Thanks for the people watching on Twitch. We always got the Twitch streamers there. Good to see you, and we'll be back Friday. Probably, we'll see. Maybe probably the same time. Maybe we'll go 1:00 and go ahead of the bowl games and just maybe run down some of the bowls for the weekend and some of the NFL games and obviously the World Cup. So, all right, we will see you Friday.